So how long would your $1.5 million nest egg last if you got to pair it with your Social Security benefits and in all 50 states? Well, today Fox News put an article up, and I believe the information came from bankrate.com. But basically they looked at if you had a $1.5 million nest egg combined with your benefits, how long would that $1.5 million last you? And it went down every 50 states. Now, the thing I don't know for sure and wasn't explained very well is how much was the benefit from SSA and how much was the actual cost of living in each state. What were they basing that on? However, they did just go with a basic cost of living number. And so let's just run through the numbers. Number one was number one on our list before when it talked about the best states to retire in as far as affordability. It was West Virginia. Their combined number came out to be 54 years worth of coverage. 54 years your money would last you if you had $1.5 million combined with your Social Security. And that was based on a cost of living expense of $27,800 a year. Number two on the list was Kansas. That would last you 52 years there. Number three was Mississippi at 51 years. Oklahoma was number four with 51 years as well. And Alabama rounded out the top five at 50 years. And their expenses, their cost of living expenses was $30,000 or less. Well, we've looked at the top five. Let's look at the bottom five. I'm going to go in reverse order. So start with number 46, and we'll end up with the top or the worst. Number 46 was Alaska. It would last 29 years, and that would be approximately $51,000 a year in cost of living expenses. New York was a tie with Alaska with 29 years and the same monthly expense. Colorado came in at number 48 with 24 years and approximately $64,000 a year in cost of living expenses. Massachusetts, number 49, 23 years, approximately $65,000 a year. And then guess number one, Hawaii. No surprise really, with an average of $88,000 a year in total cost of living expenses. Big number, a lot of money. One of the things that we're pointing out is a lot of these states are very high tax rate states, or they are very high in what it would cost for just average expenses. Obviously, Alaska, Hawaii would be very high because they have to bring so much stuff in. Alaska being connected to Canada doesn't necessarily hurt it, but it's not easy to move things along to get it up there. So everything that they get costs a lot of money to buy because they have to bring it so far. And it's not like they are rich in natural food sources, etc., aside from, hunting wild beast, etc. But you can go on Fox News website and check out, see where your state ranks, where you plan to retire. Florida for us was somewhere in the middle. Illinois, where I'm from, was somewhere in the middle. Florida was a little bit more expensive, but less than $1,000 a year expensive, from what I recall. So just interesting numbers. One of the things I want to point out is that none of this is really relative and for most of us, because living more than 30 years after retirement, if you look at the average age of around 65 to retire, I just had a co-worker whose mother passed away at 96. The recent information from Social Security said that there's only about 0.01% of the people that are centurions, which is only about 53,000 people in the 67 million people that are collecting benefits. So, if your money lasts 30 years and gets you to 95, that's a pretty good deal. I think if we can look, I think the average retirement last 20 to 25 years is pretty good. So I don't really worry about running out of money. If you've got $1.5 million, I would love to have that much in my 401k. I would be in Florida for sure by now. So anyway, keep saving, know your numbers, do the math. It's not that hard. We can all figure out these things. I appreciate you watching. Leave a comment. I'd love to hear from you. See you next time.